Hey, what's good? This is Rob Jackson with Ujamaa Lighting, and I'm on the Core 94.
To another episode of Quarantine Chronicles. I'm your host, DG Bags, and today we have a very, very, very special guest. We talking Black excellence in the flesh, man. The creator, founder, and owner of Ujamaa Lighting. Without further ado, Mr. Rob Jackson.
Hey, first of all, DG Bags, man, it's a blessing and a privilege to be on your show. Thank you for having me. I've seen a lot of your interviews, and hey, I'm humbled to be here. Thank you.
Man, thank you, brother. Most humbling. Thank you. That means a lot to me, man. But I want to start off the muscle, man. I want to ask you about the Ujamaa name. Before I do, what's that on your arm right there, man?
Oh man, this right here.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm a proud member of Kappa Alpha
Okay. Put in your work. I ain't mad at. What school you went to?
University of Arkansas Pine Bluff, Gamma Sigma, showing up gangsters. Yeah.
Yeah. Say that then. Say that
hey,
then.
I didn't even know it was showing, man. I'm tripping.
Okay. represent. You know, everybody can't cross over, man. You know what I'm saying? So let me know right now that you can go through the hard times, man, and really meet your goals and seek your goals. You know what I'm saying? For real. Yeah, but let's talk about the name Ujamaa before we go into the whole life. Let's talk about that name and what it means.
Well, the most popular meaning of Ujamaa is cooperative economics, and it's just gathering up your resources to uplift your community. And another meaning of it is extended family. So, you know, what I kind of try to portray with my brand is that, you know, all of my customers are part of the family. And that's pretty much why we changed. Now, the first name that we had, to be honest with you, was Umoja. We were originally Umoja Lighting. Then we had to transition to Ujamaa. Now, Umoja still is Swahili, but Umoja was unity. And our new name is basically focusing on cooperative economics and uplifting and extended families.
And this all came about with 2019?
In about 2019 is when we first started selling. Yeah, 2019 is when we started.
So has the pandemic, would you say like it helped or has it hurt the company? Because we all need lights now, especially with the light with what you provide and the long, you know what your product does. But yeah,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, the pandemic itself, you know, us, having to be in the house and things, and that didn't impact my business at all. Matter of fact, our sales grew substantially during the pandemic because, like you said, it doesn't matter what's going on around the world. You still need lights. You still need to be able to see, right? So, to be honest with you, the pandemic actually helped my business. We've turned over product a couple of times during this pandemic. So it's been pretty good, man. Like you said, I mean, everybody needs light, so it's pretty much a recession-proof type product.
Yeah, well, you know, you're a man that's accomplished many things and you have a lot of things under your belt, a lot of things that you can do. You know what I'm saying? What made you focus everything on this lighting company? Because you could have did anything, pretty much had any kind of product and been successful.
That's okay. So the reason why I actually decided to do lights is that, okay, so back when I was younger, I'm from the backwoods of Arkansas, is what I call it, Southern Arkansas. You can probably tell by how I'm talking. But when I was younger, my mom, and let me backtrack, my mom is like the dad on Everybody Hates Chris, right? I mean, she was because we were poor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So her thing was the light bill. And for those who don't know what the light bill is electricity bill, but we call it the light bill where I'm from. And let my mama tell it, if we have on one light, we about to get kicked out the house, we ain't gonna be able to eat because the light bill will be sky high, right?
Sky high, I know it.
She would be like, hey, you know what? If you ain't got no light money, don't turn on none of these lights and don't shut no doors, right? So when I decided I wanted to start a business, first off, I knew I wanted to do a commodity good, something that we needed. I've always been the type of person that wanted to support Black-owned businesses, buy Black, right? But before we can buy Black, before we buy our own, we got to produce our own, right? Not just beauty products, not just clothing, not just jewelry. We got to produce our own laundry detergent. We got to produce our own toothpaste, our own toothbrushes, our own light bulbs. And I centered upon light bulbs for me because I know that everybody needs lights.
And then when the pandemic hit, it was like, boom, there you go. You ain't lying. You ain't lying.
Pretty good. And shout out to Houston, because I tell you what, we started selling in 2019. I'm in Austin, by the way.
Oh, okay.
And we came down to Houston, and my biggest support is in Houston and Atlanta. Shout out to the Shrine down there. The Shrine
Okay.
Black Madonna, and shout out to the Black Market that's down there. Those two places right there actually help us learn how to sell and help us kind of hone in on what we wanted to do. So shout out to Houston, man.
Yeah, really, really. So, okay, so are you trying to get in stores, or what's the process of that like? Or, you know what I mean? Like to get your product in a Walgreens or HEB or things like that? Because like you say, here in Houston, they will accept.
Yeah. So the big thing that we had to overcome, I'll tell you one of my challenges before I answer your question. The big thing we had to overcome was the name change. Because back in 2019 and most of this year, we were Umoja. And it was funny because as we started growing our brand, we got a call from like the patent office saying, well, there's this company in Canada that has the English equivalent of your Umoja Lighting.
Oh.
And I'm like, wait a minute, this is Swahili. Only 0.02% of Americans know how to pronounce, Swahili.
Right.
And I was actually kind of humble. So I'm like, this big company in Canada knows me. Okay. Okay. Well, no problem. Tell me if you can find a lighting company called Cooperative Economics, called Extended Family. You can't? Okay. We're Ujamaa now, right? The side of stores. We got that changed now. So right now, what we're trying to do is slowly but surely this next year, we should be getting in stores locally. I want to test the market in Houston first, because Houston was the place I actually started selling my product. And stores. Yeah. So that's definitely in the works.
And what about what you call it, like brand ambassadors? You know what I'm saying? What you doing on that? You know what I mean? You know, all it takes is one person say, hey, when my lights go out, I only use Ujamaa Lighting. Like, oh, okay, there you go.
Hey, man, you read my mind, man. You've been reading my notes.
This episode of the Quarantine Chronicles was brought to you by Ujamaa Lighting.
What is this? Bro, man, shut up! How long we known each other, Malik?
Our whole lives, man. We're family. Like, what are you talking about?
Exactly! So you know there's 3 things that I don't play about. That's my family, my money, and my lights. So why are you in here wasting my light bill? You're costing me money.
For real, man? Nobody running up your light bill? Man, who do you think you are, Grandma? This right here is Ujamaa light bulb. The LED brand that's long-lasting, energy efficient, and cost-effective. Like, what are you talking about?
It ain't even that serious.
Oh, so now it's not that serious after you was just coming at me. See, what you didn't know was, I was already looking out for you. With the Ujamaa 60-watt bulb, it lasts close to 14 years. Unlike these regular incandescent bulbs you installed everywhere, like, without Ujamaa lighting, we be talking in the dark right now. Like, what's wrong with you?
I hear you.
Do you?
I do. I'm gonna go buy some Ujamaa light bulbs right now. I'm gonna order.
Yeah, you know what? Don't worry about it. There's 3 bulbs in this box.
Okay.
Ujamaa Lighting, providing the light that shines on your most precious moments. See more at UjamaaLighting.com. And remember, when you shop with Ujamaa, you're family.
You could put the other 3. You got it right here in the box. There's 3 right here.
And it's funny. It's funny thing you said that. The people that produced the commercial and some of the marketing that I'm going to be coming out with, guess where they at? Houston.
Hey, brought you down. It's the H is for hustle, man. That's what we do, man. Independent, we gonna get it out there. The Core 94, independent, you know what I mean? Out the mud, you know what I'm saying? Like a lotus.
For sure.
Yeah. Well, you know, what do you see your company growing and doing in the next 5 years? And this is something I want to know too. Would you ever consider like selling your company?
No, I mean, especially not any time in the near future. But I mean, there's literally thousands of lighting companies out there. I didn't know of any Black owned. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I want us to have our own. And don't get me wrong, we're not just for Black people, but I mean, I think it's representation actually is an important thing to me. So I want to keep this in-house. I want this to be something that I can pass to my son. Matter of fact, my son is one of my partners. And I don't say that in a symbolic role. My son, some of the marketing stuff that I've done, he's 10. Some of the marketing stuff that I've done came from him.
This new brains, they come into this social media, they come into this internet, into this creative world like this. So you'll be a fool tonight. My daddy always saying, hey, you can learn from a baby. So yes, you can, literally now.
Right. Yeah, he got me on TikTok doing crazy stuff. I mean, my son has been he's earned his pay.
Yeah. And you know what? I just had the same talk with LeVar Ball about the same thing. You know, the money that he gets offered or a big ball of bread. He's like, no, I never sell it. He said, let's go to Lonzo, let's go to Jello, this all they brand, this all they stuff. So we good, we taken care of. We ain't worried about the lights going out or anything like that. All I gotta do is live old, pass away, and here they go. And they already next off. And it's just, really changing your family name. You know what I mean? That means a lot.
I saw that interview. Shout out to LeVar Ball, man. I mean, I have so much respect for him. A lot of people, he rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, but what he's done, you can't deny what he's done, man. And his vision for his family, man, shout out to him, man. He's I hope he's watching this. Hey, he's inspiration to me, for real. I can't afford baller brand shoes, but other than that,
hey man, I told him that, you know what I'm saying? And what it is, it's what's put out in front on camera. Like I say, you know what I'm saying? You from the South, you from the backwoods. I'm Houston, you know what I'm saying? I'm from South Park, where they call them backwoods. Like, you can walk down, I go to school in the morning on Zelensky and see dudes riding horses on the pavement of the street. You know what I mean? So we country like that, you know what I mean?
I didn't know you from South Park, man, for sure.
Yeah, I'm from South Park, man. That's me all day. Core 94 is some South Park Virgos.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. But we know, like I said, I've seen worse than LeVar Ball as fathers, or not having fathers in the house, everything like that. Like, man, I wish there were a lot of LeVar Balls, because you know what? A lot of kids, a lot that I grew up with, were super talented. Some of the most amazing athletes, smartest, remarkable, genius type kids ever. They just ain't have that, nobody really pushing in their head that belief. And you know how that means. It's so, you can be the strongest in the world, but if you don't believe you can lift this 200, you're not gonna get under there and push that bar. You know what I mean? Exactly. So it's something simple as that. He really put it in their head. This is ball, this is what you do, I'm this is who you are. And it's just in the pudding, you know what I'm saying? So I love LeVar Ball.
And I know the same type of cats you're talking about too from my hood, man. Some very bright guys, and they may not have been. It's funny because they may not have been school smart, but they get stuff done. I knew this guy that he was in IT. I'm an IT project manager. For those that don't know, I'm still a project. My 9 to 5 is project manager.
Okay.
Yeah, and I knew this guy, man, that was very bright. I mean, he could code anything. He can hack anything. He just didn't do well sitting down, taking tests, et cetera, et cetera. But that guy, and I think right now, if I'm not mistaken, I think he's with Microsoft right now. You know what I'm saying? He was a C student, man. He just knew how to get stuff done. And what I tried to instill in my son, I was like, man, first of all, you need to find your passion. Find what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to support you either way it goes. But make sure that you have a path to where you want to be. You know what I'm saying? And with him, like, for example, I'll give you an example right now to ramble. He doesn't like doing math. So a lot of the things that I do with Ujamaa, I bring him into it. I'm like, okay, hey, my inventory costs this much, okay? I'm selling it for this much. This is my quantity. Tell me what my profit margin is. And he can do that now. So he's in school right now at 10 telling his teachers, like, okay, so what you saying, teacher, is let's just say this 5 is how much the product is. He's telling the teacher that now. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of stuff that I do with my kids, trying to get them to understand how the stuff they're learning in school is practical and how it can help them achieve what they want to do.
And that's it, man. We need that so bad in our community a lot, because what I remember in school was, but what I didn't realize until later on, is that I didn't take like government or economics until my senior year, and it was split up. There was government the first semester, and then there was economics the second semester. And then, you know, as living this life and world and meeting people from all over the world, I find out in Asia, people I know that grew up over there, they were taking economics and business like since first grade. It was taught in a school system. So it's second nature to them, like monopoly is like, you know what I mean? So we didn't have that mindset, that ownership. And so the things that you teaching your son, man, that's a seed that we definitely need planted. You know what I mean? For real.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Man, you're welcome. You're welcome, man. Oh, you know, so before we wrap this up, man, can you tell everybody where they can find your lighting, if they want to reach you, if they have any questions or anything like that?
Definitely. So our website is UjamaaLighting.com. That's our main website, but we're in a lot of places. You can catch us on We Buy Black, and there's other distributors that we have on our website that'll direct you to. But pretty soon, hopefully, you can find us in your local stores. That's what we're trying to get to for 2021. That's what we're trying to get to.
Any social medias or anything like that?
Yeah, every social media is Ujamaa Lighting.
Ujamaa Light, just like that, man. Wrapping up another episode of Quarantine Chronicles. I'm your host, DG Bags. You can find me on Instagram at DG Bags. That's at DGBAGGS or at the Core 94. And make sure you tune into the core94.com. We're giving you the hottest music, the hottest content, and the hottest interviews, period. Please thank our guest, Mr. Rob Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Black excellence in the flesh, doing what he's supposed to do and how he do it, man. Brother, thank you so much, man.